25 years ago I had breast cancer, I had lumpectomy, I had radiation, and I had 5 years of oral medication. I was fine for 25 years. Then I had another problem with my right breast, and I had a mastectomy in 2014. The basic healing was good. I had CCAC come in and do the dressings at home until my drains were out. Then I had a swelling and I had to have my wound opened, and I was advised to have CCAC again, home care. But I found out home care was not home care, it was what I call clinic care. And I came to the North Clinic here and met Michael, and he reassured me right off the bat that it would be fixed. It may take a long time, but we could fix it. It was always we. It was my husband was the team, I was the team. He made me feel comfortable. He made me feel secure. Does that sounds odd? But he made me feel secure. I could talk to him about different things. When I was upset, he would say to me, no, you don't do that. You are a strong person and we will get through this. He'd give me a hug, which made a big difference. I walked into this place not knowing what I was coming to, and to make matters worse, I've been nursing for a lot of years and I didn't know quite what to expect. Some clinics aren't great, and I walked in here, it was bright. It wasn't cheerful because the colours and things aren't really all that cheerful, but it wasn't upsetting. And Michael appeared and shook his hand and introduced himself to my husband, which was very important because he's my partner, he's my buddy, and made him feel as though he was part of. When I was at the hospital, I reacted to one of the medications and I was sent to emerge. And the hospital put an IV in, and I was told the CCAC would handle it, and I was given this little machine that walked about with the IV in. Now, if they had told me then at the hospital that it had to be 12 hours, that would have been 8:30 every night, I would have asked them for a different time. It would have been better if they had coordinated with the CCAC for the clinics to come, because I used to see people coming when they shouldn't have come here and say, but my IV's out, and it put everyone back. And of course, the staff here aren't going to say no, because that's their job, is to take it, and they do a fantastic job. The parking here was great. I have handicapped parking, and there's not a lot, but I always seem to get fairly close to the door. Everything, the timing and everything here was very, very accommodating for my husband and I. I was surprised, because clinics usually run about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour late, and this one didn't. This one was mostly on time, and if they were running late, someone would call and say, could we change your schedule for a little bit later? And it always was a little bit later, and it worked. Now, I know what home care is because I've had it, and apart from that, I sent patients to it way eons ago when I was an active nurse. But when they said home care, I expected the nurse to come to my house the way they did when I had my wound at the beginning. Could we change the name? Because people would understand better they were coming here, or they would have to get here. That may make a difference. It may be harder for people to get here. I drove, my husband drives. We were able, and it's only 10 minutes away from the house. It fit my needs very, very well. I resented coming here every day, I did. It was cold, it was miserable, I was feeling sick, I was feeling horrible. I'd had hips done, my hips were sore in the winter and whatnot. But if nurses had come into my home, I wouldn't have had a reason to get up. Coming here made me physically better because I had to come. And that made a big difference. I'm very quick to say, you're wrong, if I honestly believe you're wrong. But I think I'm just as quick to say, hey, you did a great job and I'm very thankful for it. And that's basically what this place, the CCAC, Paramed Clinic, Michael, this place saved me.